Greetings and welcome to Totality Town. We just saw the longest partial lunar eclipse of the century on November 18th, 2021. There are two reasons the eclipse was so long. First, almost all of the moon made it into the Earth's inner shadow. At peak, the moon was 97% eclipsed, and that took a long time to reach. Second is that the full moon took place when the moon was at its far point in its orbit around the Earth. This resulted in a smaller apparent size for the moon, and that added to the time it took to pass through Earth's shadow. For this eclipse, I decided to pull out all the stops: 3 telescopes, 2 cameras, and 1 very long eclipse. I started in the evening, even though the penumbral stage did not begin until after midnight. The goal was to experiment with making a large, multi-panel mosaic of the moon. The clouds were kind of in and out through the evening, but I eventually got it. This high magnification experiment was done with my ZWO 174 monochrome camera. Here you can see the video footage for each of the panels. Panels need to overlap a bit for Photoshop to successfully combine them all. After that experiment, I settled in for the long haul. So it's about 11:40. We're 20-ish minutes into the penumbral eclipse. Can you tell? Neither can anyone else. You really got to look closely in a photo to figure that part out. But I've got all of the telescopes set up. We are tracking, and everything's looking pretty good. So let's see how it goes. Skies are still pretty clear for a while. Let's hope the clouds hold off until at least 2 a.m. So we reached peak eclipse about 20 minutes ago, and it was fantastic. Thank you, God. The clouds have cleared off, and there's actually barely a cloud in the sky except on the far east over there, kind of towards Colorado Springs. So fantastic seeing. Both of my shutter release cables have failed, so I'm having to do things manually. A little bit of vibration, but we're getting through. So very thankful and looking forward to wrapping this up and getting some sleep. It's 3:15. It's cold. It's been cold for a while, but the best part of the eclipse is past. We're into the partial phases as everything kind of goes back towards full, and pretty much taking everything down here because the moon's finally dropped down below the level of the garage here. But I'm going to stick out with one more camera and try and wait out the longest eclipse of the century. Got another half hour to go. Hopefully I can stay warm.